Look at my Star Trek toys! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season, whatever they celebrated or didn't celebrate, with or without their family, whether or without snow and cold. Excuse me, snow and cold. Apparently, I got a little in there myself. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, buddy?
New puberty in 2025 for Keith. I'm doing good. I always get nervous because my really only function in this show is to make sure I try to time the ship coming through at the last symbol crash. That's really the only executive function I need to use.
And I'm just wondering, we're in episode 200 something. Any guesses as to how many times you've gotten that right?
Well, not many times. Very few. But today I kind of nailed it. The thing that bothers me, and I just can't fix it, OBS, think about this. I would love to be able to have the MP3 that's set up on our intro scene to last through when I click the button to where we are. Sometimes it lasts, sometimes it doesn't. It bothers me. But that's just
How many people have just unsubscribed? That's my question.
That's what they come for, baby.
I mean, truly. Well, today I'm very excited because we are continuing the arsenal of our great friend and super patron, Kevin Miles. So we're going to have another live unboxing and review of a toy from the 90s. I'm excited to talk about it. Mike, your background is really starting to flesh out in your new house.
Yeah, thanks, man. Toys are being unveiled. The lighting is getting dialed in. You know, it's this is the time you have on your hands when your wife's out of town and the dog's at doggy daycare.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, just one quick toy thing before we start. Behind me, on my shoulder there, you're going to see something I got from my ex-mother-in-law. Awesome. And she sent me a Lego cat version of my own cat, Charlie. It was like 2,000 pieces putting it together. It was a delight.
What's the last Lego you had put together solo?
Oh, God. I mean, it had to have been in the 90s, like when I was a kid.
Some space thing, yeah, right?
There was definitely a couple of like those space sets from the 90s and some pirate ship stuff. I definitely liked Legos, but I haven't done one as an adult.
I do too, and I roll by the Lego store a bunch, and I see all this kind of cool stuff. I can't remember the last time I sat down, and I actually have a desk space for it now. But when you have cats, it really makes Lego and puzzles, any sort of puzzle, really is a challenge.
I will say he was not helpful.
Yeah.
But now that he is a shrine, and so I
did spend all of Deep Space Nine. Well, not all, maybe an hour and 10 minutes worth, just thinking Charlie was sitting there very nicely.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I built a whole bunch of little cat shelves up on the wall there so he can hop around and get to the window. But that one is just for the Lego cat. So
wait, one morning you're gonna hear that smash, and you're gonna know.
The good thing is the instructions are so much better than they were back in the 90s. So anyway, I can't believe how much fun I had.
If I'm not mistaken, your app, I think you can now like send a 3D model off to Lego and have a kit like produced for a specific thing.
Yeah, I think so. This was a commercially available cat, but it looks exactly like Charlie.
That's cool.
So it was the most fun I've had all Christmas.
Cool,
putting that thing together on the floor.
So who got you that gift?
That was my ex-mother-in-law, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. You won Christmas.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. All right. So you want to know who else nailed it? It's our patron, Kevin Miles. If you would like to join our Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/K&M and join these amazing folks, including there's a list there of people who have sent us stuff to open in the mail. So not only do you get the joy of watching us open something you sent in the mail on the show here,
we get the joy of having it.
That is the most important joy, but you also get the joy of text. So there you are. Put your name in text. So
just think about Keith in his basement late at night, just like typing your name. I mean, that's exciting. To some.
Unclear. Okay. Let us look at this week's toy. What do you say? Let's go to the toy cam. Okay, so
Hey!
we are going to be opening a Star Trek Insurrection Type 2 phaser. I should really have gotten all my other phasers out to go back and forth. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll take an opportunity to go to that beautiful one shot from Mike. My goodness.
Yeah.
Once we get this open, we'll get to that later. So this is from the movie Star Trek Insurrection, the third of the next gen movies. The first one, coincidentally, that my brother worked on.
Do you know that aside from the J.J. Abrams reboot, the only Trek movies I ever saw in the theaters were the next gen ones?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So whereas there's a gaping hole of, I've only watched a few episodes, a handful, smattering of next gen episodes. Seen all the movies.
You have? Did you see them? Did you see this one in the theaters?
Yeah, all of them.
I remember going to the theaters to go see this, of course. Back in what was it 90? Let's see when the toy came out. 90 something. Hold on, I gotta look at this. 1998 is when the toy came out. I think that's also when the movie came out. Yeah, so I was just finishing up high school, or maybe could have been freshman year of college. Unclear. Whatever it was, I remember going to see it in the theaters. It was very exciting because obviously the family worked on it, and Sean had his crew jacket.
Did you wait till the credits? Obviously, you did, right? To cheer. Yeah,
of course. And he still has his orange crew jacket. And it just has a quote on it, "Bring food," which was a quote from the movie that everybody, even during the production of it, thought was a silly line, and so they put it onto all the crew jackets. It was pretty ridiculous.
That's really funny.
So let's take a look at the toy itself. This is from Playmates Toys in 1998. Right here, these were again individually numbered as all of the
Who was it that sent this out again?
This was Kevin Miles, who sent us a whole mess of other
just
of
really
these toys
kept
here.
his boxes in great shape.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah.
and I feel like I should be applauded for keeping it in decent shape myself.
Until now.
Until we're about to go and ruin it. So we have two authentic sounds: stun and disrupt. We'll see how authentic they are, but we're gonna find out.
Keith, you know what we have to get you?
What's that?
Some sort of like a batlith, like a penknife batlith thing. You know,
To open the boxes?
Yeah, I'm sure that exists.
I think it would have to be a mechlith, a little smaller,
Okay.
like Worf's. But yeah, I mean, I have a knifelith that lives under my desk. That
but it's not like Star Trek themed.
It's not Star Trek related. No, that's very
It's
true.
just dangerous.
It's just everyone sweats. So on the back here, you can see. Hold on, let me get this closer and stable here. So
I bet your toy cam is. This is so inside baseball. Your toy cam is Meshcast. I bet.
I don't think so. Let me see. Let me see. Is the toy cam? It is. Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Oh no, it's not. You're right. I stand
Ha-ha!
corrected.
Yeah, you better stand corrected.
Actually, I'm not standing at all.
No, you sit corrected. So we have some information about the toy. We also see, so this also came out the same time as an Enterprise E, which I really need to get my hands on this one. Because they put out an E for First Contact, and they put out another E for Insurrection. I think the Insurrection one is harder to get your hands on, but it came with the Captain's Yacht, which is super cool. So at some point, someday, magically, I will get my hands on both of these because I really want one for the display behind and also to share with all of you fine folks. So let's open this up and take a look. Now, Kevin has been very diligent about opening it up just enough to take the batteries out, so we're not going to have to play with corrosion, which I'm always happy to not have to deal with that, because we've done that a few times. So let's take a look at the phaser itself. Playmates and their very interestingly and complexly constructed cardboard, but no seatbelts, so we can just go straight in. And I also have the other Playmates phasers from Next Gen to compare this with. But before we do that, let's take a closer look at the Insurrection phaser. So this is sort of our, I don't know if this is the Dolphin or the Dustbuster, or some version of that. And so this is gray as opposed to the first contact, which is kind of blue. We have our belt clip here, and let's put some batteries in it and see what kind of lights and sounds we get. Luckily, I have my trusty screwdriver here.
Now, it's been a few weeks, Keith, but I have a general feeling that feels very familiar and similar to the one we looked at first back in the moment.
Well, we might have to take a look side by side and see just how familiar it is. But first, let's get these in, make sure this works. Oh, did I do something wrong with the batteries here?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
We're having a whole battery of problems here. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, that's we'll never recharge our dignity.
I really couldn't Duracell it.
It's the battery boogie, let's charge the night. Gotta keep it dancing till I get it right.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, that could have been a disaster. You know, we use that audio cue liberally, and I don't think we've ever earned it.
I was also wondering, Keith, do you think during toys, like in a section like that, do you think some stock licensed music in the background or unlicensed music to just kind of like fill is appropriate? Or no, we just let it sit in the void?
Oh, I mean, like we could if we need to do like a fast forward. Yeah. Which I'm sure everybody watches us at like 3 or 4 speed anyway.
That battery fumble will absolutely be fast forward. So if you heard some sort of like beats, it's because I opted for it.
Sick battery beats. I like it.
SBBs, baby.
So here we go.
I hate myself.
We have lights. We have sounds. And we light up in the front. We light up on the top. We make noise. So are
they synced? Like, is that flashing on the green? Is that kind of part of the effect?
Yeah. I mean, they're not synced, but they are both triggered by it. So we have stun and kill here.
You're getting gated out a little bit. Could you put up to the mic?
Oh, yes. All right, hold on. I can't put the microphone and the thing at the same time.
Okay.
So that's the kill. This is going to be the stun, which sounds more like little pulses. I don't know. Like I one of those sounds very familiar. One of those does not.
Do you know what I like? Small thing.
Do tell.
But we've seen it. What I do not like is when you have a toy that has multiple sounds and they're randomized. I want the option. So I like that it's a tactile button here that kind of goes along with the role play of deciding what mode you're in, rather than just like it randomly firing one off.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. No, I wanted to do, because for my world immersion, if I'm shooting kill, I want it to do the kill when I press the button. I don't want it to be like some random, like, number 1, do a number 2. No, I want you to actually do the thing. Yeah.
Of course, you have to like indicate verbally to the person you're shooting which one you have it set to, so they know how to react in a role play scenario.
I mean, that's true. Well, they should be able to tell from the different sounds.
You're right. Totally right.
I mean, if they're paying attention. So, all right. So, I mean, great. It's got a good hand feel. The lights are bright. The sound is interesting. That's great. So, we also, you were like, hey, it looks familiar from the First Contact one that came out 2 years previous. And, a spoiler alert, it's the exact same sculpt.
Just painted different?
Well, it is painted different. So the First Contact one is a blue hue, and it feels like it's accurate to what I'm seeing on the screen here. But the sculpt itself is exactly the same. And now I'm super curious about the sounds, whether the sounds are different. So hit me with some sick beats, and I'm going to open this up and swap these, put some batteries in the First Contact one. And
Sick battery beats.
The clock is ticking, my playlist stuck. Can't shuffle tunes without some luck. Hit the closet, then the car, doing the shimmy, yeah, I'll go far. Found a triple hit, but that won't do. Spinning in circles on the battery blues. No walk to the basement, feeling the beat. This search has got me light on my feet. Oh, I'm searching for the power, gotta make it last. Moving through the hallway, moving way too fast. It's the battery boogie, let's charge the night. Gotta keep it dancing till I get it right.
Hold on, I need to get new batteries, apparently.
All right, hit those sick battery beats.
The clock is ticking, my playlist stuck. Can't shuffle tunes without some luck. Hit the cloud, some luck. Hit the closet, then the car, doing the shimmy, yeah, I'll go far. Found a triple A, but that won't do. Spinning in circles on the battery glue. So walk to the basement, feeling the beat. This search has got me light on my feet. Oh, I'm searching for the power, gotta make it last. Moving through the hallway, moving way too fast. It's the battery boogie, let's charge the night. Gotta keep it dancing till I get it right.
All right, battery beat done. We're now good. Okay, so
Hey,
we have been.
Keith, what do you think Kathy spent on that?
You mean Nancy?
Yeah. Well, you never know. Maybe her and Kathy got together. It was a regift from Kathy.
It's entirely possible. I don't know.
Do you want to know? It might ruin the whole mystique for you. You're gonna feel guilty now.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? She might have gotten it on sale, but I would imagine it's probably like over $100.
Yeah, it is $100.
Look at that.
$99.99.
Worth every damn penny. All right, so we were wondering, because we have the same sculpt, whether or not they have the same sounds. That's the new one. That's the old one. They are different sounds.
Huh, okay.
And honestly, the Insurrection one sounds actually feel authentic to me.
So because I'm a little OCD about it, could you show a close up of the LCD crystal up front?
Yeah.
Because they're different colors. Is it just the top plastic that they changed? No, like on the display.
On the display. They're different color plastics, yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. But other than that, they're pretty identical.
The sculpts are identical for sure. Now, it does say on the box, which I thought was interesting, 2 new authentic sounds. I bet they got some flack from the First Contact one and put that little, the big warning on the new box saying, guys, we got it authentic this time. I promise. Well, anyway, actually, I like having them both because they look great in your hand, and now we can have a phaser fight, Mike.
Thank God.
And of
Better
course,
than the sword fight we've been doing every week.
The sausage slap fest.
I wasn't going to take
so
it
this
that
is
far.
the original, obviously. But yeah, I think
That's
this is
cooler.
my favorite.
The original one is cooler.
The original one, yeah. No, it's
But
obviously,
those LCDs aren't. That's just painted on, right?
it does not. These do not light up. So they all have pluses and minuses. Like you.
What would these retail
imagine.
for? Like what do you think? $15?
I think so. In the time, 15. Maybe 20. I doubt
So
20.
that's
I don't
still
know.
like an action figure was $5-6 at the time.
Yeah.
So that's really asking mom for like 3 action figures in one.
Yeah. No, I mean, like you got to get your money's worth. But I feel with this one we did. I feel like the lights are satisfying, the sounds are satisfying. It has the tactile enjoyment of the First Contact one with some more authentic stuff. Yeah, I like it.
It's interesting. I think back to being a kid at like a certain age, right? Between like 6 and 12-ish,
Yeah.
where a toy really had one shot to make a first impression. Because truth be told, you never changed batteries, right? Like once the initial batteries died, you never changed the batteries.
Yeah, attention span had left us.
Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, I changed batteries like 6 times right here in this episode.
I know that this episode brought to you by Sick Battery Beats.
Sick battery beats. Maybe you should throw that into AI and have them write a song about sick battery beats.
That's certainly not a bad idea. So
Yeah.
what you need to do out there is find a colleague's brother that has a subscription to a stock company. And,
I'm sure you get. All right, Mike. Here's the thing. All right, so you don't have to do any work on these. So I know you can do this for free. I know you can just get the trial subscription. I want you over this a song called Keith and Mike's Sick Battery Beats.
Okay, over this portion.
Oh yeah, over whatever portions you feel are necessary for this episode.
All right, but it's gonna be weird because they will have not known what we are doing until the end.
So the better. It's like a Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh my God, we've inceptioned the sick battery beats.
Okay. Oh my. Well, whether we're incepting, let me tell you who's exceptional, and that's Kevin Miles, who sent us these fantastic toys. This whole arsenal is courtesy of Kevin Miles. It's been such a delight. We have one more thing from Kevin that we're going to get to perhaps next week or the week after that. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching this little episode that we did here. We will see you back here next week with another episode. But before you go, give us a like, give us a subscribe,
sure.
Join our Patreon if you haven't. Now, if you would like to send us something, Mike, how would they do that?
Oh, Keith, I'm so glad that you asked. You could send something to either of us. Turns out, I also like things.
No, actually, the way the mail works, it has to go to me.
No, I have
weird.
a new house. Boxes just get strewn on my porch. There's no protection. So let me know when it's coming. So much is getting rained on. I was like, I can't believe I have to leave in the Amazon notes. Please put under the awning. That needs to be verified. Anyway, look at my Star Trek toys at gmail.com. Keith checks that, but he does know my address and would happily give it to you. But also,
I'd have no idea.
Keith and Mike Entertainment at gmail.com. Happy to field your requests. And what's the opposite of request? Your gift quests?
Bequests.
Yes. The Colonel's Bequest. You ever play that Sierra adventure game? Sorry. Neurons firing. Write us. We love you. Maybe you love us? Let's get out of here. Please.
Really stuck the landing there. You should have incepted a better version. Thanks for watching till then. This has been...
Not 10 minutes.
Look at my Star Trek toys!